Hey guys, welcome in, and we just still having a play around with this deck. With my testing lately, I mentioned in my last video with them when I did the Mega Salamence, Mega Sableye showcase. Uh, Before I get into that, Gong Si Fa Chai for any of you who celebrate Chinese New Year. Going out to Chinese New Year dinner in a few hours. So, we got our first opponent, and let's have a look. So my opponent, what is he gonna do? He see now this this is just like the I've got bad feelings about this. Just like the guy who ran a fairly simple deck versus my Mega Sable in my Mega Sableye showcase. Um, man. All right, now let's. I'm choosing Leo because I he cannot swap places with me. That's why I chose Leo, and I just want to get in here, attack, hopefully knock it out. And if I got a miss, at least I can go back and attack it with Leo. So, although I could be just getting myself into trouble doing this, because I'm falling into the opponent's plan of rushing, and rushing is how opponents win with RNG. So, I should win this. Hopefully, 100 on 120. Well, my purple would have been nice. My purple would have been nice, and then I could have gold blocked my Yveltal with, say, oh man. Alright, I've got to get back, just slow myself down, and play the way I normally would. Oh, but the only opportunity I have now, I've got to attack, and I need my 100, 120. 120 will do fine. Oh man, that that is just crazy. Why? Why? Why do people always feel like they have to rush? It either goes super well for them or super doesn't. So I suppose that's how they do it a couple of times and have it done so well, and then they just want to keep doing it. But now, I mean, he's only got a Berg fight, and combustion, is that Evo combustion? I would guess it is. I'll have a look at that later. But I need to get some more mods out just for a defense, and then burn some plates with Delphox. That's the plan. I'm not sure what my opponent's going to be doing. Not much, to be honest, by the look of it. So I want to get my Zoroark out, and then he's going for it. All right. So hopefully, there we go. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Um, and now I'm just going to push forward a little bit. So I'm getting tired of getting players like this. I build decks to be good against better players, and it's just not happening. But this is this is how nearly all my games have been going when I'm testing decks. Like really, like Zoroark has rolled more 50 than he has anything else on his wheel, and he's probably rolled as much miss as he has the 110. Yeah, that right there is the hard facts of the matter. Oh, my opponents are running all over me. I've got to stop playing the RNG game, and that's what I loved about the my fighting mighty deck, is that I didn't have to play the RNG game. Is that I it was all about the surrounds and board presence, and I'm good at that. I can do that. And now my Coco's going to get wrecked because I didn't back it off, and that was a waste of. I could have easily backed my Coco off behind Mew, but I didn't. So let's just pop this Dark Energy and make it so any of my Psychics, Javidal, uh, Zoroark, and Sableye will not die to the Psychics. So any of my Darks. So hopefully I can roll a couple of purples with my Javidal against that Leo. That would be nice. And then I should probably push on up with my Sableye. Sableye will be the best match against those two, I believe. Switch going down. I mean, it's a decent matchup against Yveltal. Good matching, but a bit of a wasted turn. Well, I suppose it is quite good. So I'm just going to back off with Delphox. Just in case, worst case scenario, I've got to be prepared for it. My opponents have been getting their best case scenarios so much lately that it's okay. So as long as I roll my 100 here, I'm happy. Roll my 100 and there we go. So if I roll my 120, no matter what he rolled, yes, that would have been a great move. But then I could have just gold blocked Sableye. So he didn't. He wasn't in a perfectly winning position. So not super amazing. So I'm gonna just jump on over with my Delphox, and hopefully Delphox can roll some damage into that Mew if Mew comes at me. But I do want to attack that Terrakion again with my Yveltal. And hopefully this time I'll get that 120 on 100. That will be optimal if I could avoid that. So here we go. He's coming for attack, and this is probably actually a good opportunity for me to swap out. So let's swap out. If I get damage, my opponent is gone. The only bad thing that would have been is if I rolled miss. So Zoroark, I'm quite enjoying it, to be honest. Now that I can run it a bit better, it's quite nice. So looking for some purple right now. There we go, Dark Mist. And now my Zoroark is 100. And it is 100. And it only between 101 and 109 can knock it out. If I'm rolling that 90. That is pretty cool, I must say. That is really, really cool. Probably could have attacked right there. Should have attacked, but I don't want to attack and then he gets the fake out and then he runs to my goal. That would not have been nice. So that's why I didn't. But here, I do have a goal block. I cannot step off my goal because I don't want to get my Yveltal surrounded. Not with that Dark Mist. I want to keep that Dark Mist in play. So I'm just going to risk it. If he goes down and gets fake out and I lose, then so be it. Dark Mist, there we go. So save my Dark Mist, got an extra on top. Now my Zoroark is doing 110 on that counter. And now that counter, as long as he doesn't get his purple right here, I'm happy. If I got my gold, I was winning no matter what. And look at that, 110 that can't be beaten. 110 that can't be beaten. That is amazing. That right there is amazing. Damage on damage can't be beaten, I should say. The only thing that he has that can beat me is Cyclone Kick, Double Edge, 2 purples, and Leo's Steel Strike. That is pretty good for me, I must say. I like the look of that. So Zoroark, is that how you say it? Burn. I'm happy to have a burn on Leo. Now that is good. So he's gonna have half a meal. I'm gonna have a meal on that burnt Leo, but half a wheel of his is gone burnt. So I shouldn't be too afraid. It's gonna be 50-50 him attacking me and taking me out. So I want to get up and I want to get my Zoroark attacking that Sableye. As long as I roll my Sableye, Terrakion. I am thinking about all the worst mons, and he's doing it for me. There we go. Come on, just roll my white, and no, ouch. So what I'm gonna do is push on up, threaten to. I can surround either one of them right about now. So depending on what he wants to do. I've got all the more matchups at the moment are good except for okay, that's not too bad. I've still got a goal block, so I can still goal block, and I'm glad he uses hurdle jump at least. So hopefully I can roll some white right about now. 2 times in a row. I got lucky. Let's be honest, I just got lucky there, super lucky there that my opponent rolled a miss and a protect. 1/4 of my wheel is miss and gold. So that is fine for me. Do I want a melee wish? No, not at all. But he has burnt his gold block. So what is worse, Mew or burnt Leo? I say Mew. It's only bad to my Yveltal, but I want to keep Yveltal on because it's got that damage buff, and there we go. That is why Leo isn't scary. Like 50%, I can backtrack with my Zoroark, and then I can gold block if I needed to. But now I can put the pressure on. Like if as long as my Sableye doesn't go Will-O-Wisp or miss into Combustion's Cyclone Kick, which it has happened before. There we go. Now my opponent is in trouble. He is in the trouble. This is what I like to see. So I am just going to move it so I can swap spot. I should have just moved it up in front of Yveltal, to be honest. I just moved it to swap spot just so he could lure him off the goal to attack my something. But he's also Terrakionic, so he doesn't want me to get my Koko near. So I can set up the swap spot no matter what. I still do have it. I could swap my Zoroark and go up and attack it, but if I roll that gold or miss, then that'll just be a shame. So since I don't really need to do that, I'm just going to drop him back. If he goes off to attack Yveltal, then I get the win. If he attacks Sableye and amazingly gets the win, I can replace it with Zoroark. And then have a monster that he can't knock out unless I roll gold. So some good options there. So I'm not sure what he's going to go for. And there we go. So I've got the win no matter what. But since I've got this Zoroark and I get another Darkness, I've got to use him. Just here, well, my opponent probably doesn't know that I have the easy win. So let's just do this. I want to get that 90, and I just want to take him out. So, like, give me some white. Come on, give me some white. If I lose this, I'll just swap spot win, but there we go, Night Days. So he gets weight, I'm just going to take again. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. And unless he comes in and takes out Sableye, then I'll be in trouble and I've made a big mistake. But look at if I didn't have Sableye on the field and we drew, that would have been a knockout. And I get the weight win, so boom. There we go. Zoroark. He's going to be amazing with Yveltal if you can pull off a Dark Mist. And I am loving it when it works. As long as I'm not rolling that gold all the time and miss into silly things. Like, at least I got a couple of white at the end of that. But there we go. That is a deck that I'm running with him. Let me know what you guys think. He is awesome. Like, he is super fun. I am definitely got a couple of strategies I want to try and play out in a match. So stay tuned for that. But he's a great one. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and stay tuned. There's always going to be some more.